Okay, so today we're going to be doing a little bit different drama review from like how I usually do my other drama reviews.
You can't see me.
It's okay, he'll pop out. But you know how I usually do my drama reviews, it's either me sitting talking with you guys and Ahjuxue is not involved in it, or like I do the screenshot review type of way. But this drama, Ahjuxue and I, we actually watched it together because we're actually interested in like the guy, like we seen him. And so
This is Your Honor, right?
yeah, so today we will be reviewing Your Honor. It's been like total of like
Awesome
28 episodes already. And so it says it's gonna be 40 episodes, so we'll see what it turns out to be. But it's played by Yoon Shi Yoon, or as we know him, Yoon Dong Gu, his real name, not his stage name. And he plays Han Kang-ho and Han Soo-ho. He plays a twin in this one. Kang-ho is a criminal, a ganpei, and he ends up taking his brother's job. And then there's Soo-ho, who is a top judge, and he's a horrible person. Anyways, and then we have Lee Yoo Young playing Song Song-eun. Man, I'm having a hard time. And she's a trying to become like judge, stuff like that. And she's like a training student, so she ends up being put under Soo-ho. And then when she ends up being under Soo-ho, it's not Soo-ho, it's actually Kang-ho who's the judge. So he really like push her to learn and give her everything to learn. And then we have Park Byung-eun, who is Oh Sang-chul. He's the heir to a law firm, and he has a crush on Song Song-eun, but you know, she doesn't like him later on. But he's basically our villain guy. Like our main villain. We'll talk more about his villain description development. And then we have Kwang Nara as Jo, and she's a newswoman, and she's Soo-ho's girlfriend. So this drama like basically start off with the twin brother. Both of them, they're identical twin brothers, and like their mom like claimed the older brother only as like her son. Like she registered the older brother only as her son, which is Soo-ho, and she didn't register Kang-ho. And because is it their uncle?
Yeah,
their uncle.
Heir.
Their uncle, they don't have kids. Well, more like they don't have a son, and they needed an heir to take over like their uncle's last name and everything. You know, family, Korean, or just family in general. And so the mom ended up giving Kang-ho to them. So the uncle registered Kang-ho under them as their family. So
without telling, she didn't tell them.
Yeah, she didn't tell them, both the brothers, to know anything. So eventually, you know, stuff happens, and the brothers, they end up not on good terms anymore. And then Kang-ho figures out that his mom never registered him in the family registry. So he was given away. So Kang-ho took it as the mom never loved him. Which, like, both brothers end up hating each other because of how the mom is. Like, in our opinion of how we looked at it, like how we see it. Like, when the mom is with the older brother, Soo-ho, the mom, all she ever does is talk about Kang-ho. And that she needs to do all these things for Kang-ho. Oh, he got in jail again. He got convicted of this and this again. You need to go help him. So it frustrates the brother about it. So it frustrates Soo-ho about it. Soo-ho hates it because Soo-ho thinks that the mom only cares about Kang-ho. And the mom only visits Soo-ho when the mom needs help with Kang-ho. When the mom is with Kang-ho, all she talks about is how great Soo-ho is, because Soo-ho is a judge, you know, and he's like one of the top judge. He makes money.
He's the youngest judge that they've ever had.
The youngest judge in like the courthouse and their history or whatever. And so that's why both brothers end up hating each other because of how the mom is like. And so and then so Soo-ho, he gets himself into some deep troubles, and then he kind of like disappears for a while, and then his brother comes and visit him, and his brother gets mistaken as him. So Kang-ho's been living as Soo-ho for like mainly most of the drama now. And so he he's a horrible judge. He has no idea what's going on, and so with Soon being a trainee, like he gives her all the work to do. Like, oh, here's the cases, you make the decision. So she's a very justice person. She decides the cases the correct way with justice, and she looks into it. She visits the people and get to know the situation and make her decision, her judgment off of that. And so Kang-ho agrees with her decision, and Kang-ho he ends up making Suho this like untouchable like judge.
Yeah, over the case of, which was the first case. The first big case was dealing with obviously one of the Osung group, which is the group that the group that's the judges that are the attorneys for that's Air CEO guy, that asshole.
Yeah, with the glasses.
What was his name?
Ho-sun?
Yeah, Lee Ho-sun.
Lee Ho-sun.
So the first case was that Suho was dealing with, and then he disappeared because he had gotten kidnapped. And Kang-ho came in to fill in as Suho. And the first case that he judged was the case where the employee.
The employee's dad.
Yeah, the employee's dad
got injured.
That got injured, and they try to lie that it was because the guy was just old and got injured. But in reality, it was Lee Ho-sung,
was the one who hit him.
CEO. He beat him up and caused him to get injured, and so Kang-ho goes against what Suho was being pressured to do.
Yeah, because Suho, he got bribed and he was given money by Sunchul's dad. Because Sunchul's dad is the attorney to that CEO guy. So they gave money, like a huge amount of money to Suho. So Suho was going to take the bribe, and after he finished this case and he like put that Lee Ho-sun was not guilty, he was going to run away. But he disappeared, and then Kang-ho took his place, and Kang-ho just like reversed everything. Yeah.
So it caused the Osung group to kind of go in a panic. At the same time, Lee Ho-sun also like was having trouble at that point.
Yeah, because he had like another case coming up. He had that case, and he had a case where he was doing drug with the girl, the Park Han-hye, and then he also beat up the other guy, the Ji Chang-soo. And then so like he had like a bunch of cases coming at him at once, but like they've been bribing Suho to make sure that they don't make him guilty, so that he could just walk away. But like Kang-ho just wouldn't. Yeah. So
obviously because Suho is friends with those guys, so he's kind of like obligated to do it, whereas Kang-ho is no friends with anybody, so he don't care.
It's like we said, like it's amazing to have Kang-ho do these stuff because he came with a criminal background, so he knows how they think versus how his brother is.
Right. Well, plus his brother's kind of like a pushover.
Yeah.
His brother's his brother is kind of like what people would classify as a snake. He's a pushover, but what he will try to do is get in through the tiny little cracks and then betray you at the end. But his brother's not really good at doing the betraying. His brother's just more of like a pushover person who these rich and powerful people can
push over, use around, control, give him money, tell him to do this and this and that.
Yeah.
So.
And then let's see.
What else?
We can
talk about how you like Sancho.
So Sancho is the villain, the main villain, or the main antagonist of the story. But I always tell her that by far of every drama, movie, story that I've seen, he has by far the best villain development in just about any story. Because at the beginning of this story, of this drama, he looked more like a neutral character that was just trying to win the girl, and was just trying to go on his way. But then you can see it that as the drama goes on, he starts being more and more through his
Experience.
his personal problems rather than professional problems, but personal problems. It starts to turn him into the main villain, and he says a quote in the more recent episode to the main girl that I have everything. I have everything perfectly set up for me. But the one thing he does not have is what he truly wants, which is the girl. And he's getting everything to go his way, so he's like this perfect. He's getting everything perfect, but then he can't get what he wants. And because he can't get what he wants, he starts turning more and more evil. And his character goes through loss after loss of embarrassment to the point where he's cracking. And I love it that they're doing that, because he started off like this innocent.
And you wouldn't think he's like the villain. You would think it's the fucking prosecutor.
Right.
The creepy
right.
prosecutor.
You would have thought it was him, but in reality, the prosecutor is even just a pawn to the guy, you know? And so it's a very nice development of making him become the villain. And he's becoming the villain because he's not, although he's getting everything that's materialistic to him, he's not getting what he truly desires. Because he's not winning over the woman who he loves. Mm-hmm. And because he's not winning over the woman who he loves, he's going deeper and deeper to the dark side, essentially, to try to prove it to her that, you know, I'm a good person, you know. And so it is a truly great development of a character. Like, you guys have to watch the drama. You guys watch drama. It's truly great development of a villain, because it's one of those things where typically when you're a villain in the story, you're a villain right from the start. They show you as a villain right from the start. But for him, it's like he's become the villain because of what's happening in the story. So it's and it's like the interview that he did, you know, talking about being the righteous. It's like that. To him, he's being righteous. That's the thing. To him, he's being righteous, but not to everybody else. And so I like that. Other than Kang-ho, he's probably my favorite. He's probably my favorite character in the story to pay attention to. I think we could both agree that we really have a distaste for the mom, because we both feel that the mom is the main reason why the brothers are the way they are. I don't want to go into it because that's a whole nother topic. It's a whole nother topic.
But yeah, if you guys, this drama has been out for like 29 episodes. It airs Wednesday and Thursday, 2 episodes back to back. And if you're a fan of Yoon Shi Yoon and you watch him on 2 Days, 1 Night, you watch his other dramas before, you probably watch this and you probably like it, you know. This is probably like the second drama we watched of him. Like we know him through, we know him through 2 Days and 1 Night, and when he was doing the best hit with Cha Concubine. I'm sorry, I call him that, Cha Tae-hyung. And so we watched him in the best hit, and then with this one coming out, you know, like at first, honestly, like I was iffy on it. I was like, I don't know, because I'm not really a big fan of Yoon Shi Yoon, honestly. I barely watched his dramas back then, and but I like him in variety shows. You know, I like him in variety shows. I barely watch his dramas, and then, you know, Ahjuxue here is like, let's give it a shot because he did really well in the best hit. So let's watch it, and we did. And so it's a drama that Ahjuxue and I watched together. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And
let's see.
Or unless he has more to say.
I guess we can just go in more detail about kind of what the whole point of the story is.
I don't.
You don't want to give too much?
Sure. Just a drama review. so much.
Well, I feel like it's kind of like a rough review that we just did.
Well, what are your thoughts? What would you like to say or stuff like that about this drama? Because I don't have much to say besides I'm liking it. I would like to see what happened. I'm very, very curious of what's gonna happen to Kang Ho, because it's still, at the end of the day, it still makes me go, he's registered under their uncle, you know? So what if his uncle is like extremely rich? You know, he can inherit everything. Honestly, what is this stupid brother gonna do, you know? And yeah, just those little things, because now his brother is no longer a judge, because they returned in the resignation letter already. And so, and plus also at the same time, we're really looking forward to how Soon is gonna react when she finds out that like Suho was the witness to her sister's.
Sang-choo told her.
Yeah, that but like the thing is, she's gonna find out that they're twins, and it was Suho who was the witness to her sister's case, and it was Kang Ho who she first interrogated in the beginning. So she's gonna be like extremely shocked, and she's going to be like very, very upset at him. But I think she's gonna end up forgiving him, because he's going to be the one who finds her sister for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I have.
I actually hope that they make that her sister's passed away. I think what it'll do for the drama is it makes it more heartbreaking and more of making you really have a distaste for the Osam group. And the fact that, because it's one of those things where it's because of the fact that Suho is so he's so self-centered that he doesn't think about how his decisions affect anybody, and that was the first time.
I think Kang Ho is gonna actually find her. Okay, like the reason why I think Kang Ho is actually gonna find her and they're not gonna have her pass away, because you gotta remember, the sister Song has a wish. Her bracelet hasn't broken off. So I think her wish has something to do with, you know, finding love, whatever. It has something to do with Kang Ho. That will involve Kang Ho being a part of her life. But I think Kang Ho is gonna find her sister. It's not gonna give Suwon to forgive him, but it's going to make, same thing like how you say, it's gonna make Suho realize that, like, you know, he did it wrong, but his brother fixed it. Like, his brother is gonna dig deeper, and his brother is going to like be like, you know, why'd you do that? You stupid, and all stuff like that. Like, Kang Ho is going to be like being the one slapping Suho in the face. Like, these are all the stuff you caused, and this is me having to go pick up what you did wrong, and this is me doing good for you.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Madam.
Yeah. That's it.
I mean, a lot of the when you really think about it right now, there's a lot of it that definitely is just kind of like jargon to the story. It's not really the main story, and it just passes the episode through. But definitely the main story is progressing at a good pace. It's progressing at a good pace, and it has good core characters surrounding that main story.
But yeah, we will keep watching it and to see how it turns out. And then we will review again once it ends and see what we think. Yeah. So we're really looking forward to what's going to happen now, especially now that they're not judges anymore.
Yeah. Sang-choo, he cracked.
At the recent last episode,
he finally cracked because she denied him for good. When he said, "I have everything, I'm perfect," and
he goes, and why I can give you the luxury life of every housewife wishes for. the money,
yeah,
everything.
And she still denied him, and he doesn't get it. But the reason why she denied him is because of the fact that he himself is in cahoots with those people, and he doesn't get that. And so he finally snapped, and he told her that it was Suho
who was the
witness, the star witness that caused her to lose. So now she's in this big dilemma. And obviously Kang Ho promised her that he was going to tell her his big secret. Yeah. She now believes that's the big secret.
Ooh.
So it's going to be a lot of stuff.
A lot of things are going to be revealing these last couple episodes, and it's going to like be crashing down. So
news reporter ladies have a big role in these last episodes.
Yeah. So that's it, and we will see you guys again when this drama ends.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Hello everybody. This is Ahjuxue
Agashe,
and welcome to our channel in which we review dramas, variety shows, movies, and other goodies that we watch.
We also review products that we use and showcasing our crafts and arts.
Yeah. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys can, hit a like down below, and please subscribe to our channel. And we also would love it if you guys
connect with us
through our Instagram and Tapastic. And along with that, we do have a Patreon, which the link is down below if you guys want to support us and join us in our journey. We will be doing a lot more videos in the future, and we hope to inspire many of you guys to also do videos as well. Alright guys,
see you next time.
See you next time.